Hey everybody, Felix Stoffelbaker here. I wanted to make a video because so many people are misunderstanding Bitcoin and the opportunity. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's an opt-out and be free scheme. And one of the key points that I want to point out is that there is a group of people through various organizations who are implementing and using technology to enslave humanity in a way that they will never be able to break out ever again, as a neo-feudalistic dark age with a hypertronic, technotronic overlay. In their own words, that's what's being implemented. And it's a very small group. There's a finite amount of people on the planet. There's, limited amount of families that could be involved in this. And yes, they are able to keep it enough of a secret until they're ready to expose you to the actual system. And people who are not believing in that and not understanding that are basically the victims. If you're not at the table, which these people are at the table, and they're using their power and influence to direct this system, if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. And if you can't understand that concept, you're on the menu. And the countries that opt out and embrace new technologies like Bitcoin and EOS, mostly Bitcoin, are setting a new table. They're making a new area for people. They're making one that anyone can be a part of. And there's a lot of people who just want to actively miss out on that. They don't want to take that opportunity. They don't want to take that leap. They're so comfortable in their own ways. Maybe they've been successful. Maybe they have a little bit of wealth. Maybe they have connections into the system. But even at the very top levels, these people are not at the table. There's a very, very small group. There's a book by David Rothkopf called Superclass. And in that book alone, they talk about there being a very tiny group of what they call themselves elite. And then there's like 2,000 super gophers under them that are working to implement all these things on various levels. Someone like Klaus Schwab is a super gopher. He's running this working group called the World Economic Forum, and he's carrying out the plans of Cecil Rhodes from 100 years ago on how to achieve world government. And they're going for broke. They're working towards it, but even Klaus Schwab at the very end will be undercut by the people above him who are funding his group and getting him to implement those policies on a global scale. And if you just don't have Bitcoin, man, you're at a total loss financially. And it could be the new table being set, and you want to be able to be at that table before all the chairs are filled, before there's no Bitcoin left, before all the people are basically cut off from owning it. At some point, US dollars won't be accepted for Bitcoins because it'll be so worthless. And you have up until that point to get on board, to get at the table, to get your seat, to try and have some sort of financial sovereignty and not be on the menu for these people, because they're coming hard, and the people not paying attention are going to get swept up by it, and they're not going to be able to get out of that prison once it's fully set. So I just want to put that out there. If you're not at the table, you're on the menu. Get some Bitcoin, get off zero, try to have some financial sovereignty. Stoffelbaker out.